Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.
How many lives are saved thanks to our digital mammography, detecting breast cancer in its earliest and most treatable stages?
More than you know.
More than you know is closer than you think. Reed Hospital and Healthcare Services.
Welcome to Kicks 96 and WHON Video News. It's Friday, May the 30th. I'm Jeff Lane. Two men have been arrested on charges of home improvement fraud after targeting an elderly Richmond woman and depleting a good portion of her savings. Police say 55-year-old Johnny Broadway and 34-year-old Ned Smith approached an 87-year-old woman a few weeks ago, telling her that her driveway needed to be sealed. Then they told her more work needed to be done. The work, according to police, was shoddy at best. They left her with a gigantic bill, one that totaled $16,300. It was one that prompted her broker, Tony Talbert, to contact police. Police were waiting on Broadway and Smith when they showed up Wednesday to collect. Still, the victim lost about $8,000. Broadway had been arrested for a similar crime in the past. Both he and Smith have bonded out of the Wayne County Jail. The Richmond man who caused a New Year's Eve crash that killed an unborn child is facing more legal trouble. Yesterday, we reported that Ronald Berry had been released from the Wayne County Jail after serving 60 days for driving with a suspended license. Court officials had indicated that a failure to appear charge had been dropped, but documents also indicate Berry was charged with obstruction of justice after he failed to show up in court. That's a Class D felony. Berry drove left of center on Warnley Road back on New Year's Eve, causing a crash that critically injured Daniel Brookshire of El Dorado and killed her unborn son just 3 weeks from the due date. More new information reveals Berry faced a host of charges in Tennessee just a couple of months before the crash. He had been charged with burglary, possession of burglary tools, and theft of property in excess of $500 in Cumberland County, Tennessee. He was placed on probation there just 2 months before the Warnley Road crash. Firefighters were on the scene this morning of a house fire in Preble County, and crews are already calling it suspicious. The fire broke out at around midnight at a vacant house on East Franklin Street. It was fully involved by the time firefighters arrived. Crews from several agencies had to use water shuttles to battle the blaze. It was further complicated by the age of the house, with its unsteady roof and false walls. The fire was under control by about 3 o'clock this morning. It's suspicious because there was an attempted arson at the same house about a year ago. And here are a few more details on a grant for the Golay Center that we told you about earlier this week. A $25,000 grant from the Wayne County Foundation is being combined with other fundraisers to build a new open-air facility. Construction is underway in Cambridge City for a project that will provide, among other things, a new court that can be used for basketball, tennis, and volleyball. Director Elizabeth Wansettler said a jump in membership created the need for the new space because the space inside the gym was being used to capacity. Membership in the last 5 years has more than tripled at the Golay Center, from about 650 to more than 2,300. Construction is expected to be complete in about a month. This has been Kicks 96 on WHON Video News. I'm Jeff Lane. Have a great day.
Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.